Let's have a look at our key first. Lock, unlock, as well as open and close the trunk. We're going to unlock the vehicle first, then open the door and close it. Welcome effect in the head unit and also in the instrument cluster. We're going to put the key down. Before we can start the engine, we can select a profile. There's different options to be selected. System is loading. Our first stop is going to be the steering wheel. So let's move over. Push the Start Engine button once again. Make sure to look at the passenger display. Now back to the steering wheel. The left side takes care of the instrument cluster, return button, navigation buttons, and home. The controls on the right take care of the hat unit, home, navigate, and return. Back to the left and on to the ADAS controls, reset and cancel. We can set systems, increase and decrease the speed. We can increase and decrease the distance to the car ahead and activate the limiter. On the right, voice assist favorites, volume settings, as well as accept and end phone calls. Our second stop is the instrument cluster. What we see is the default navigation view for the instrument cluster. Click the Home button to open the editing mode. It's a little hard to scroll to the right place. Sport View, Classic, Navigation, Assistance, and Service. Let's go back. Then have a look at the instrument cluster menu in the center, which is only available if Classic mode is selected. Moving on to the head-up display next. In order to see more of this, we're going to go back to the instrument cluster, then check the different views. Standard is currently selected. We can go with Sport and Minimal. We can have a look at the settings or turn the head-up display off entirely. Once we're done, the hat unit is up next. The hat unit is one whole display. First off, a drop-down menu containing notifications as well as function shortcuts. In the upper bar, a 3D view for the instrument cluster. Traffic announcements on or off. And the currently selected media source. On the right, more shortcuts, for example, for device or Wi-Fi. On the left, a navigation widget. and on the right, Where To, which is a search shortcut. In addition, we can use the icon on the right to search for charging stations. So let's have a look at possible destinations first, then use the charging station shortcut. Map view in the center. Zoom out a little bit, move, and rotate. Pick a point on the map, then center afterwards. In the upper right corner, Profile Settings and Options. On the left, Map Orientation. Below, Media Widget and the different media sources. We have a phone widget, as well as intelligent suggestions based on our usage behavior. In the lower bar, we find additional climate functions. We can open the climate menu, if we press the home button in the center, we can switch between a zero-layer menu or the classic menu. What we're going to do now is have a look at the menu overview. First off, Apps. Different built-in applications. Mercedes Me Store, as well as Comfort, Phone, Radio, as well as Media. These two options are separated. Routines. Make sure to check the highlight video for more information. Settings. Hybrid, which contains charging information. Android Auto. YouTube Web, which can be used without signing in first. Vivaldi Browser. Pocket Casts. WebEx. TikTok. Or games such as Angry Birds. Last but not least, Zoom. Below the head unit, we find different hard keys, for example, different drive modes, parking, as well as charging menu. In addition, a car function shortcut. On the right, volume controls, as well as a hard key to turn the display on or off. Another display in this vehicle is the passenger display on the right. Tap to turn it on first. We cannot log in with the same profile twice. Menu overview. Navigation first. Radio, as well as media, apps, comfort, hybrid, settings, YouTube web, as well as Vivaldi browser. In the lower bar, volume on the left, audio output, headphones, as well as voice assist for the passenger side. Our last stop is the gear selection. Drive first. Followed by reverse. And park. Last but not least, we're going to turn off the system, then open the door and close it. We're then going to take the key one last time and lock the vehicle.